Good morning to all of you. Welcome to the free lecture series on electrical engineering. Here now we are going to discuss the lecture number 2.4 that is called the single phase half wave uncontrolled diode rectifier using the RL. This lecture is very important because it covers all the fundamentals that we have done, and it can be easily usable in the control system. Now, in the last lecture, we have learned about the R load and the L load. The waveform that we are getting in this kind of the load is going to be like this fashion. It is the source voltage, like this. We are obtaining the waveform. This is called the source voltage. This is called the source voltage. Make it more clear for understanding purpose. And this is our output voltage in the R load. This is our output voltage, and in the L load we are obtaining a output voltage of plus Vs and minus Vs. This is our source voltage. This is source voltage. This is our output voltage. This is our output voltage. But if we are thinking about the output current in the R load, then we are obtaining the output current like this fashion, which is nearly equal to the V0 upon R. And in this pure inductor circuit, we are obtaining the current waveform, the output current waveform going to be like this fashion. It is maximum at this point, which is like this. So what we have understand that at R load, when the voltage is maximum, then we can obtaining the current is maximum. But when we are thinking about the L load, when voltage is maximum, when the voltage is 0, then we can obtain the maximum current. So it's having a phase delay of 90 degrees between the voltage and the current in case of the L load. So here the operating point for the maximum current is shifted from this point to this point. Here the voltage is maximum, the current is maximum, but here the voltage is 0, the current is maximum. If the voltage is maximum, then current is 0. So, but in the RL load, it should be the maximum current is going to be like between this point and this point. So this is the maximum current in the RL load that we are going to discuss. So keep in mind that concept, it can be come after some time. Let's redraw the circuit that we are going to discuss. First, I can draw the circuit diagram like this fashion. This is our source voltage, this is our diode, and this is our RL load, like this. Plus, minus, this is the diode voltage, VD, this is the output voltage, V0, and here we can see that the output voltage VR, and plus minus VR. When during in the mode 1, during positive half cycle, we can say that during the positive half cycle, then this diode current will turn on this diode, and energy is stored in the inductor and back to the source. That means the power flow is going to be like this fashion. Here, this is the supply voltage, which we are considering the positive, and energy is going to be stored in this inductor, like this. So we can say that this is plus minus VL. This is the drop voltage VR, and we can see this is our output current I. Supply voltage is Vs. Okay. If we are just making a conclusion drawn from this, we can say that where the output voltage is equals to the input voltage, it always tries to follow the input voltage. And if we are making a loop in this fashion, then we can say that minus Vs plus VR plus Vn equals to 0, and Vn equals to Vs minus Vr. That means If the voltage Vs is increases, then the energy stored in the inductor is increases. VL is going to be increases. That's the question. So we can say that the inductor store energy. For understanding it, we can draw the waveform like this that we have to go and discuss. Let's suppose this is our source voltage, this is our output voltage, and this we can say that the output current, and here we can say that this is our input current. Now this is our source voltage like this. Here we have to draw the output voltage, here we have to draw the output current, and here we have to drop across the voltage waveform for the diode. The source voltage is alternating, so it is going to be like this fashion, like this, plus and minus, plus, minus and plus. Here we are introducing a new term called alpha. Here we can consider the alpha, the term beta, and the term gamma. Alpha is the term that we are indicating here, is called when diode starts conducting. When diode starts conducting, that we are calling as alpha. Beta we are calling as the conduction angle, that is called the when diode stop conducting, and we can say that this is the conduction angle. How much time the diode will be conducted. This is called conduction. So at omega t equals to 0, the supply is going to be increased. This is called basically alpha. When the diode starts conducting, we have seen that like this fashion. Diode starts conducting, the inductor having tries to store energy, and output voltage is equals to Vs. So and the output current in this case is basically I0 equals to V0 divided by R, like this. If we draw the waveform for output voltage, we can say that the output voltage is basically the input voltage like this fashion, plus, and energy is going to be stored in the inductor, and inductor basically the current which is flowing in the inductor is going to be like this fashion. Here we can say that up to this point the inductor current is maximum. Why it is maximum? Because and at this point we have seen that if we are looking at this point, this is like you can say that it is L di upon dt, it should be equals to Vs minus Vr. This current is called Vr. I am just saying that at this point, if Vs equals to Vl, the Vs is increases. If the Vs equals to Vl, then we can say that di by dt is equals to 0. If Vs equals to Vr, if Vs equals to Vr, then we can say that di by dt is 0. At this point, we can say that there is called Imax. The maximum current basically represent there is no voltage drop across this inductor. That means VL equals to Vs minus Vr. If Vs equals to Vr, then we can say that the di by dt is equals to 0 and the current becomes maximum, because at this point there is no di by dt. If the Vs is equals to Vr, since the current is going to be increased during the positive of supply, the direct current is going to flow and there is a voltage drop, there will be a condition when Vr is equals to Vs. At this point we have seen that di by dt system becomes 0 and it becomes the condition of the maximum current. After this, the current is going to decrease. That means the inductor have to store to release this energy. So I repeat this concept once again for the sake of explanation. When diode becomes conducting, this energy will flow like from source to load. There will be a drop in the resistance. There will be energy stored in the inductor, and there will be condition certainly when the VR is equals to Vs, then we can say that if the VR equals to Vs, then this becomes d L di upon dt should be equals to 0, and it should be 0 when when the inductor current is achieves the maximum value, since there is no slope, so di upon dt. So at this point Vs equals to VR, and inductor is fully charged, and it will now after this current, the inductor is going to release their energy. So we can say that after this the inductor is going to release their energy, and at this point at omega t equals to pi, here we can say that the pi, the Vs becomes negative. That means here at this point the Vs becomes negative. This is the source, this is the load, and inductor starts, and inductor starts releasing energy. Since inductor starts releasing energy, the current is going to decreases like this, and it will force conduct, then it will force conduct the diode up to beta. What it means? We have seen that during the positive half cycle, the energy is stored in the inductor, and after when di by dt achieves the maximum value or zero value, then the current in the inductor is going to decrease. That means the inductor releasing the energy, and after during releasing, when it reaches to the omega t equals to pi, the source voltage is negative. That means this inductor voltage allows the source voltage, and it will force conduct this inductor energy up to the end when the current becomes 0 at point beta. So we can say that this is basically the pi. Make it more clear. This is basically the angle pi. This is pi. This is beta. And the output voltage is basically equals to the source voltage. If we are just making the plus minus V naught here, so this is minus Vs, so plus Vs plus V naught equals to 0, V naught equals to minus Vs. So at omega t equals to pi or greater than pi, the source voltage is negative, but there will be energy in the stored inductor which will be releasing, and due to the releasing of this energy, the current will force conduct the diode, and the diode is on up to an angle. This point is called the diode is on up to the angle beta, and from the geometry we have seen that the output voltage is negative, so we can say that this is the negative voltage coming from this. So this is the point beta, this is the pi, this is 0. What about diode? Diode basically conducts from 0, it is conducting, up to this point it is conducting. Now at this point the inductor are releasing the energy, since it force conduct a diode, so it is also conducting from pi. From pi it is also conducting, because inductor have to release the full energy, so it is conducting up to this point. So here we can say that the Vd becomes 0. Up to the 0 to beta, the diode is becomes not conducting. So here we are seeing that the alpha is the angle when the diode start conducting, it becomes 0, and it becomes 0 to the beta stops. Now, if we are trying to make the waveform like this after omega t equals to beta, then diode becomes off and inductor releasing the full energy. That means this is our system plus minus. Now inductor doesn't have any energy, it will release all the energy from the force conducting diode and dissipate resistance. So we can say that this is output voltage, this is plus minus Vd, and since the current is 0, output voltage is 0, it plus we can making the loop, so minus plus Vs plus Vd equals to 0, Vd equals to basically minus Vs. So the voltage which is obtaining at the Vd is minus Vs. After this it should be minus Vs. Again it is going to be like this, 0 and minus. So redraw the circuit again, make the circuit complete. It should be like this. Again at omega t equals to 2 pi, the circuit is positive. Inductor having released the stored energy, and it will force conduct that up to angle 2 pi plus beta. It is pi plus beta. Similarly, current is starting up to the point when Vs equals to Vr, di by dt becomes 0, and then after this the inductor current starts releasing the energy up to the angle which is called beta. It is the 2 pi plus beta. This is called 2 pi plus beta. So this is the concept of the system having the RL load. Just recall it for the sake of explanation. During the positive half cycle, we have learned that plus is there, the current is flowing from this, diode becomes on, energy is stored in this inductor, energy is dissipated in this resistance. After some time we have observed that Vr equals to Vs, then according to this formula, VL equals to L di upon dt. When Vs equals to Vs, then this becomes 0. This becomes 0. It means the current achieves the maximum value. The current achieves the maximum value, and at this point Vs equals to Vr. Now this current, now the inductor have to release the energy. After this point, the inductor having to release the energy like this fashion, and it will force conduct the diode, and then we can say that it will force conduct the diode, and the output voltage it becomes negative after omega t equals 2 pi. So that the waveform rate we are obtained like this fashion. Here after this the inductor releasing the energy. After this the inductor releasing the energy, and output of voltage is decreasing. At omega t equals to pi, the source voltage is negative, and we are obtaining a output voltage which is equals to the source voltage but negative sign up to the angle beta. So this is the objective that we have obtained in the single phase half wave rectifier, uncontrolled rectifier having the RL load, and we are now move towards the expression. Average output voltage. So this is the waveform that we are obtaining in the RL load like this. It is going to be like this fashion, and repetition. Here this is alpha, which is 0. This is basically pi, and this is beta, which is basically 2. This is the time period. So the output should be equals to 1 upon time period 0 to t Vm sin omega t d omega. V naught equals to 1 upon 2 pi. It should be alpha to pi. Sorry, it should be alpha to beta Vm sin omega t d omega. Here alpha is 0, so V naught equals to 1 upon 2 pi 0 to beta Vm sin omega t d omega t. Then we can say that output equals to Vm upon 2 pi minus cos omega t 0 to 2 pi. The output equals to Vm upon 2 pi. It should be 1 minus cos beta. This is the expression for the output voltage, and average output current is I naught equals to V naught upon R. It should be Vm upon 2 pi R 1 minus cos beta. This is the average output expression for this kind of the wave. Okay, so what we have learned that during the positive half cycle, the voltage is increases, VL is increases. When the Vs equals to VR, then the current achieves the maximum value, because we have seen that VL equals to Vs minus VR and L di by dt equals to Vs minus VR. If Vs equals to VR, then di by dt is 0. That means there is no slope in the current. No slope is the point when it achieves the maximum point. So this is their maximum point, and after this, the inductor releases the energy. The current is decreasing. The di by dt is decreasing, and we have seen that up to the pi, it is decreasing. When it reaches the pi, the source voltage is negative, so the output voltage is going to be negative. This is the point. So this is the condition that we have stopped. At omega t equals to alpha, the diode conducts starting. At omega t equals to beta, it stops conducting. So we can say that the basic operation of this. Now what will happen? The observation. If L increases, that means we can increase the value of beta. That means we can decrease the output voltage. Average output voltage decreases. What it means? It means that, let us suppose this is the condition of the output voltage waveform. Here we can say that the output voltage is going to be like this fashion. This is beta 1. If I increasing the value of the beta, that means if I increasing the value of the inductor, then we can say that the output voltage is going to be like this fashion. Beta 2. Here beta 2 is greater than beta 1. That means we are decreasing the average value of the output voltage. Here this is more positive. In case of the beta 1, it is more positive, less negative. But if the inductor value is increases, then beta is increased, then it should be positive and it will be nearly equal to negative. So the average value of the voltage is going to be decreases. So it is not a good option that we can increase the value of the inductor. If we are just increasing the value of the inductor, the advantage is that we can make the continuous current, but the problem is that we are obtaining the less value of the average current. If we are considering the formula for it, V0 equals to Vm upon 2 pi 1 minus cos beta. If I increase this value of beta, this is going to be decreases. 1 minus this, it should be always less than 1. So multiply with this should be greater, this should be decreases. So it is not suggestible that we have to increase the value of the inductor, it should be decreases. So this is the concept of the RL load. I think you will enjoy this session. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the concept of RE load. Thank you.